Geminis, welcome in today, everyone. Thank you for viewing me. All right, we're doing your beautiful Gemini reading. This is going to be good for all placements, whatever resonates best for you. And my name is Elena. If you've never viewed me, welcome in. Welcome back to all my beautiful Geminis. Let's look at your current energies. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Today is Wednesday. We are rolling into Sagittarius season on Friday. We have the Scorpio new moon headed in. A lot of things are going on right now for a place of transition. But let's look at your current energies, and then I'll look at your recent past, what is coming in, love crossing towards the end. I'm always going to go by how I feel in the cards. We are starting right now for the sign of Geminis. Strongest energies around the sign of Gemini. I saw financial and material changes going on around you right now. It flew out twice during my pre-shuffle, but let's see. Strongest energies for Gemini. Thank you. Oh, you're after something right now. Triumph. And you're planting your seeds very beautifully. The Empress. You guys, the Empress is beautiful energy. It's nurturing. But let's look. I'm ready now, please. What is going on with my Geminis right now? Remember, the Empress is also about patience and knowing that every seed we plant with our inner love and our inner beauty, things just come to us. And Triumph is a big card of determination. Strongest energies around the sign of Gemini. This reading is 4. Thank you. Strongest. What would you like to show me around the sign of Gemini? Ooh, that's a big card. That's about claiming your personal power. And underneath the deck is the Empress. Wow, Geminis. A new way of looking at something, awareness, because now I have transformation for recognition and reward, and something around you right now is taking a lot of patience. Geminis, you're beautiful and everything, but you're not real good at patience. I'm not here to demean you. I'm an Aquarius. I'm the same way. I feel I'm here to say to you right now that as long as you stay in your own essence of what you want, and know that there's something around you right now that is trying to transform your whole view on something. The Empress is telling me that as long as you nurture everything right now and remember to be kind, plant your seeds with your inner love, Geminis, plant your seeds with your inner beauty, something is going to pay out in a big way. Awareness is a big card, you guys. It's about being open to something, and this is our crown chakra, but it's also just a card of being open with a new view, a new way with a higher light. I have moving on. I have your sacred chakra. Those are two big whoppers. And I will say that right now, if this is your reading, you're starting to see something in a new way. You know, it's like a new door is opened for you. And the sacred chakra is the chakra about, has a lot of energy in it. And most of it has to do with our self-worth. And knowing that as long as you plant your seeds right now around you in a beautiful way, and if there's something you're going through right now, it's a transition to get you somewhere bigger. I feel sources telling me, remember to nurture everything in the right way right now, Geminis. There's a lot of rewards to be had, but sometimes we can overstep our boundaries a little bit too much. But sources telling me, keep everything open with a new awareness. Positive movement forward. There's the card of triumph. Wow, you guys are after something, but the positive movement forward card is about, if we look at everything in life, that we are in charge of our own vehicle. This is our vehicle, this human form. Human form is made up of many things, but right now, source is saying, stay above your own emotion. Go towards things right now with more optimism, and remember that no matter how much determination you have, it's about how you control your energy to get you to where you need to be. The sun is all about optimism and illumination, and I just feel source is saying right now, you guys are really in a big place of transformation. It's almost like you're walking into a new part of your life. Memories of love, partnerships and alliances. I have temptation, but source gave me material and spiritual prosperity, and this is a great card. This is toxicity, and I feel sources telling me that sometimes we can get caught in the mumbo jumbo of things that we once had and something we want even more in a toxic way. This is a retrograde, and it's going to be here till the end of November, the first week of December, and then it's going to be gone. Once we roll into Sagittarius season, there's going to be a lighter energy of more adventure, more freedom, more philosophy about something that we're after. But Source is telling me right now, make sure that everything you connect to, it's connecting in the right way. Everyone that you deal with right now is really planting a seed for your own future. If there's things in your life right now that have been turning itself back towards you, I feel Source is telling me that you're in control of where you want it to go. Remember, stay between your own emotion. It's very hard to do. It's not easy. And keep your eyes into a place of optimism. You are headed somewhere beautiful, Geminis, but positive movement forward is how we control our own vehicle with optimism. I feel that right now this is a little bit of an overbearing energy on you, making you go back and forth about something, and Source is telling me there's really nothing around you for you to overplay with your mind, Geminis. Just remember to plant your seeds in a beautiful way with everyone around you. There's a lot of things around you right now that is going to come into fruition for recognition and reward, and transformation with awareness is telling me that right now you're having an epiphany about something. You're having a lot of new wake-up calls about something to transform you into a new part of your life. This is beautiful. But patience is required. And then I have the Pillar of Strength, the Book of Knowledge, and the beautiful North Star. I can call it the Star of Hope as well. But I feel Source is telling me patience and staying grounded is your key. And that, remember, no matter who you deal with, no matter what you're dealing with, know that every seed that you plant right now, make sure you do it in the right way, even if you lose your patience. That everything that you do in the right way is going to reap a lot of rewards for your future. Keep your vehicle above your own emotion and keep going into an energy of optimism. Spread your optimism. Something beautiful is in the works for you for, I feel like, a new chapter of your life. Beautiful. Patience is required, though. No matter what you're going through, you have to have patience. And sometimes we just want to go back to an old shoe that felt comfortable for us, but sometimes it can lure us in the wrong direction because this is temptation. This is like a part of ourself that can be toxic. And I just feel Sources tell me right now there's a lot of things that are really about partnerships and alliances. If you plant your dots in the right way, everything is going to work out beautifully. Doesn't happen overnight. But something in the works around you, I feel, is here for a new chapter, a new beginning with a lot of rewards to be had. But it's really in our own actions that we have to be careful in how we handle it. Because you have awareness that's telling me that something's going off inside of you right now with a new way. Sacred chakra, the true essence of our divine true essence of a higher vibration, being true to their own self. I feel if you've been overplaying something in your head, Source is telling me get out of there and stay grounded and stay above your own emotion, and remember to nurture, no matter how it comes at you, nurture it. Just nurture it with your inner love, your inner beauty. Don't take things too personally because everybody's a little cuckoo right now and it's just trying to avoid the crossfire. It will smooth out very soon. All right. Now I'm going to look at your recent past. Recent past just for a few messages. That's all. I'm not here to tell you what to do, how to live your life, but I'm just showing you a new way. And, you know, we all have the power to change our lives. We have to believe in ourselves. All right, I'm going to use this deck today. I don't know why I want to go here. The King of Swords, Gemini energy, juggling something in your life, taking charge of situations for new beginnings. The Emperor and the Four of Wands. So the Juggler, Two of Pentacles, has to do with structure, stability, taking from one situation to handle another, and everything felt a little unstable. All right, let's just let the cards play out. Recent past, there's always messages. All right, sorry. I gotta stay focused. For Gemini, just a few messages, please. Why are these here in their current? What would you like to say to the sign of Gemini? Thank you. Strongest messages for the recent past. A little bit. Strongest. Okay. We didn't want that card anyway. Strongest recent past for the sign of Gemini. I felt like when that card flew, I don't even know what it is, and I'm going to look in a minute. I felt like Source was saying, put it behind you. I don't know who it is yet. It's right. The Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is sometimes an energy of feeling like I'm just going to protect myself because I've been hurt too many times, and I'm not going to give anything because I don't feel like I get back in the right way. Never the right way to handle anything. Apparently you've been hurt through something. Two of Cups, blocked energy, but you had to get out of your own way about something because I have the Fool, the Queen of Fire, and you had a lot of sudden revelations. All right, I'll just put it together for you. I feel that recently behind you, maybe there was something that you went through that was like almost a shock, because the Tower and the Three of Swords. So that's like a shock of something you had been through. But I feel Source was telling me that it was to show you a new way about something that you truly wanted. And sometimes a door will close to show us that maybe it's time to leave some old baggage behind so we can go towards something in our life that's going to connect us in a bigger way with our heart and other people's hearts. You had a lot of determination behind you to get over the humps because this is a beautiful Queen of Fire, male or female. But whatever you were going through with these two fours, it was showing you that as long as you blocked your own heart, as long as you realize that you have to let go of certain situations because whatever you were going through was teaching you that it was an old part of your life. And it was a revelation to set you free from things that maybe weren't fulfilling you how they once fulfilled you. Okay, here we go. I have the Devil. I have a golden new beginning, and then I have two cards left coming into your current energy. Sometimes we don't realize it, you guys, but things turn toxic in our life. And I'm not here to demean you, but the Devil is toxicity. It's like an old, comfortable shoe. And it can be a person, it could be a job, it could be a behavior, but something kept pulling you backwards to teach you that if you wanted more in life, you had to realize that you had the power, but you had to find a way of just leaving the old baggage behind and taking some new leaps of faith forward. Here we go. Wow, the Queen of Earth and at a crossroads. So coming into your current energies, the Queen of Earth is about our self-worth. It's grounded energy. It's very nurturing, but it's also the hard work of the Queen. Now, whenever I see queens and kings, there are higher vibration, male or female, but Earth is telling me that if there's something in your life right now that you want more of, that you're determined to have, don't put yourself at a crossroads thinking that it can't happen. Because the Queen of Earth is all about our hard work, staying patient, nurturing everything in the right way. And the Empress in your current energies is telling me to tell you, be patient. Just keep planting your seeds with inner love, inner beauty, and know that whatever you're going through right now is going to harvest something big for your future. Whatever you've been through, Source is telling me there was a part of your life that was ready for change. And sometimes we go through something that just was a shock to our heart. You know, and I just feel Source is telling me that you had to realize that there was something more out there for you to show you that your own energy of what you truly wanted and wanted to attract was always going to be a golden new beginning. It was right behind you. I feel Source is telling me you had to get out of your own way with stubborn energy of hurt, resistance. And I just feel Source is saying you had to go towards things that were going to fulfill you in a new way. Because the Fool's a zero, a new journey, a fresh start, but you had to get out of your own way with something that just hurt you. And I get the pain, you guys. And change is really hard sometimes. But you know what? On the other side of that coin, change is beautiful because it changes everything in our life. We start to attract new relationships, new people, a new us, a new viewpoint on something. It's almost like your energy right now is telling me there's a part of your life that is trying to show you that it's time for you to go towards a bigger you and to stay true to thy own self. And this is beautiful, but remember, be your own pillar of strength. A new chapter is all around you with wisdom, and never lose hope and faith. But a lot of patience is required because you are in full-blown transformation. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, when I see that, it's telling me that what's headed your way, you guys, as long as you stay in your own optimism and just get above your own emotion, what I see coming your way is a lot of just wow. And once this retrograde is over, soon enough, a lot of new doors are just going to open for your own happiness. New people, new situations in your life, new things coming your way to fulfill you. But let's look at what is coming in for you in the next week to 2 weeks. And by then, the retrograde will be flowing out of it. So, you know, I'm just a messenger. That's all. Nothing more. you know, and I appreciate all of you for your love and support. And I am guided by Source. And what does Source want to say to you about your incoming? All right, I'm going to do the Shaman's Dream Oracle. It's just staring at me. I have the galactic mushroom. So the galactic mushroom is telling me that it's underneath the deck. I'll shuffle. The next 2 weeks is going to teach you that as long as you keep staying grounded and keep nurturing certain things, remember, it's our roots. Something in your life, Geminis, is about to take off. But and a chapter of your life is now closing. Meaning a part of you. Because what comes after a closing door? A bunch of new doors. And moving out of stagnation. It's like things are just going to start opening up for you, Geminis. If you've been feeling like there's some things that you've been through recently behind you that was just like, whoa. And now you're like starting to see something with a new awareness. And maybe there's a lot of things around you right now you're determined to have a victory in, but you have to plant your seeds very patiently and never forget your inner love and inner beauty. Incoming for Geminis, please. Week to 2 weeks. Thank you. What do you want to show me for the sign of Gemini? Strongest. Incoming for Gemini. Thank you. Anything else? Yes. Okay. Whew. Excuse me. Okay. This is your compass, okay? And it says lost compass, getting back to your integrity, meaning that things are going to start working with you in the next few weeks to show you that you're going to start to feel whole about something. Because the next card is the Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Source is telling me as long as you get into your true essence. Now listen, it's just a message. But you see this light in here. You see this inner light. And no matter what's going on in your own life, look at the light that's coming out from the circle. Sources tell me there's a lot of things that's teaching you about you. A lot of things in the next few weeks teaching you about your own integrity, teaching you about your own inner light, and it's going to push you into a whole new direction. Here we go. I have the whale song, but the whale is swimming through the circle. I have the joyful muse, a lot of inspiration, and then I have curiosity, and you are curiosity, Geminis, and I feel sources telling me the next few weeks, you're going to have a lot more new energy around you because we're rolling into Sagittarius season. You know, Sagittarius season, for those of you who aren't aware of all the signs, is really a sense of adventure. Sagittarians are all about just freedom and just wanting to do things in a new way and just that sense of adventure. But Source is telling me, be your own inspiration. Follow your own curiosity. It's taking you somewhere bigger. That as long as you're in a playful mood and embrace everything with the right energy, a lot of things are pushing you through a bigger circle of life, a bigger place of more emotion, of love, of happiness. I have the Sky Dancer, Surrender, and the last card they gave me is the Horned Cactus, a card of your resourcefulness, but it's also a card of weathering any storm. You guys, there's another week or two left of the retrograde, and Source is saying, let go of control. Meaning not control of everything, but let go of control of situations that you know you could handle. Meaning, you know how things come our way and we're like, well, how am I going to handle this? Sources tell me you've weathered many storms, Gemini. You're stronger than you can even imagine. This is the beryl cactus. The sun is upon you. Remember, the beryl cactus also produces beautiful flowers. Source is telling me that in the next few weeks, you need to really get into your own resourcefulness and not let anything bother you. Let go of control. As long as you play your own instrument with your beautiful way, Gemini, your inquisitive way, Geminis, a lot of things are trying to push you into a new direction and get you back to feeling whole. When we get into this energy, that's when a lot of new doors open. Source is telling me to tell you that there's a lot of things around you right now that is a completion. The next few weeks, it's teaching you that the more you get into your beautiful Gemini energy, you know that beautiful one? And as long as you keep finding a way to resolve issues with your inner love and light, it's pushing you somewhere bigger. When we get into this energy, you guys, it's swimming through a new circle of life. It's almost like you're going to attract more with love. more things that you've been wanting with your own imagination. It's like you're going somewhere bigger. And when we get into that energy, you guys, we attract more in life. But if we don't learn, I'm just going to say, if we don't learn to let go of certain attitudes and behaviors and realize that we're stronger than we even know, we start to let things bother us. And I feel Source is telling me you're way beyond that, and you are the curiosity energy of who you are, the colorful energy of your beautiful self. Get into an energy of being your joyful muse, your own inspiration. Play your instrument with love and light, and watch how these beautiful things start to shift you into a whole new direction. Big message in there for certain Geminis. And I just feel Source is telling me that in the next few weeks, let's call it a closing of a chapter to a new you to attract more in your life. But in all reality, it's how we control our own energy. The Chariot is under the messages. I'm going to get messages from Source. They're going to talk to you, Geminis. I just feel Source is telling me that right now you're in transition of something so much bigger. But it's really in how you're controlling your own energies right now. And this is the biggest lesson of life. Let's look. Messages for Geminis. What would you like to say? I'm going to let them talk to you. I'm stepping back. What messages? Because I just feel like you guys are headed into a whole new chapter of your life to attract so much more. But it's in how you're planting your seeds every day. Here we go. Messages for Geminis, please. Thank you. If you can say anything to Geminis today, what would you like to say to the beautiful sign of Gemini? Thank you. Anything? Woo! All right, here we are. 9 of Swords, 2 of Cups, and the King of Love. Wow, that's a big king. That's the whale of love. Knight of Love, King of Swords, Gemini. All right. I'm just going to say what I feel the message is. If we keep going back to a place of where we over-worry, excessively stress about something, I feel Source is telling me to tell you, why not connect to the things in life that you feel with your heart? Gemini, you are the lovers for a reason, and Source is telling me we can always overplay everything and over-worry, but if we get into our own heart space and balance our mind with our heart and sit above our own emotion and be determined to go after what we want with our heart, love, you'll see everything for what it is, because the King of Swords is you. It's the visionary. It's the King of truth, the King of integrity, but it's also a very, very smart king. Sense of humor, an honorable, just attracts everything in the right way because it's the king. I feel Source is telling me, use your heart and use your wit, but do it in the highest vibration. Stop allowing your excessive worry to stop you from what you really want to go after. I have the 10 of Wands, overthinking, the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. Well, here's a message. You guys, it's just a message because the retrograde will still be in effect. And Source is telling me, stop letting your thoughts create the weights in your life. Because what our thoughts do, if we overthink it, it puts the blindfold on us. Source is telling me, why not instead focus your energy, put a lot of work into what you want to master. Keep putting the work into what you want to achieve. I have the King of Pentacles. I have the Crossroad card, 2 of Swords. And then they gave me the Knight of Swords. So here's the message. The Knight of Swords and the 2 of Swords, all air energy. But the Knight of Swords is about choosing our logic. Going after something for more information. Fast. You know, as long as we decide that we're going towards something with more logic and more information, and know that if our thoughts start to get in the way, how about if you be your own visionary, Geminis? This king won't sway. But the 2 of Swords is telling me if there's things in your life you're at a crossroads about your future and it has to do with structure or stability, Source is telling me, why not be your own visionary and know that you can create whatever you really want? I feel Source is saying if you keep putting the work into something that you want to achieve, watch how everything unfolds in the right way. Just saying what the message is, because here comes the King of Fire. The Knight of Fire is in reverse. I have the 5 of Cups, and then put the past behind you. All right, this is a very big king with the king of air, okay? And now the king of pentacles is sideways. So the king of pentacles is about planning for our future, using our resources wisely. Sometimes we could be so focused on that, it puts us at a place of, well, how am I going to get to that if I can't handle that? But Source is saying, well, have the courage and the determination to be your own visionary. Know that if there's something you really want, you can have it. Because this is the king that will get it, and this is the king that creates it with its mind and stays in its truth and integrity. Source is saying you have the power, because remember you had the horn cactus, meaning that you're in control of how you want things to go. This is very powerful energy. But, yeah, there's a but. The Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups. We're going backwards if we start to get into a place of over-emotion, of disappointments. The Knight of Wands in reverse is telling me that as long as you dwell on things emotionally that didn't fulfill you or didn't work out the way you wanted it to, it's going to set your determination in the wrong direction. Source is telling me to tell you that we have to realize that when one door closes, many new ones open. Whatever you've been through in the past, you've been through it for a reason. You could put the past behind you. You're not going back there anymore. You've learned your lessons. They're now completions. And I feel Source is saying you're going somewhere bigger, Geminis. And this has a lot to do with your own emotion and love of what you want for a bigger part of your life. That is beautiful, you guys. Beautiful. For my beautiful Geminis. Now let's get some angel cards. These are going to be the readings I can feel this week. It's going to be about the transition and the end of the retrograde and starting to look at a bigger picture of everything. The Page of Ariel's under the deck. This is from the Master Angels. These are the Archangel Power Tarot cards. I'm very connected to this deck. I don't believe in coincidences. I'm going to let the Master Angels talk to Geminis. I would like 3 cards. Strongest messages for Gemini. Strongest. Thank you. If you can say anything to the sign of Gemini, what would you like to say today? Okay. There might be one more. Master Angels. No. I asked for 3 and I get 3. I do read the one under the deck because there's a message there for you. It is Angel Michael. Angel Michael's giving you the 5. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. And then the Ace of Raphael. A positive new emotional experience with your heart. Geminis. Sometimes we don't even realize how we're viewing things. We have to always take an uplifting approach. Angel Michael showed up again and is giving you the Ace. That's beautiful. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. It's very honorable. Remember, Angel Michael is the highest of highest vibrations. Speak with compassion. Speak with caring words. All right, they gave you the 9 of Gabriel. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibilities. Environmental activism. But you see the farmer, you see how Angel Gabriel's back here and the farmer is planting its seeds. Last card they gave you is the 4 of Ariel. Angel Ariel's giving you the 4 for a reason. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. Maybe it's extremes in how you save or spend money. It's just extremes. Like, you know, sometimes we don't even realize that we go from one end all the way to the other. We have to find balance, you know. We have to realize the more we give with our heart, the more we receive. Every seed you plant is going to harvest something beautiful. And don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Oh, Geminis. You guys, your reading is beautiful. Beautiful. A lot of messages in there for you, and I hope it helped you, you guys. Thank you for viewing me today. I'm going to roll into the love crossing now. The love crossing is for difficult energy. So if you guys are all in good places, good spaces, or just not dealing with anyone at the moment, because I got a funny feeling in December, you guys are heading into a new chapter with the heart. I just feel it. I feel like there's something new coming your way mid-December. I just got a feeling you guys are going to start attracting everything in December of love. Or more love. All right, let's look at the love crossing now. So guys, if you're in good places and good spaces, I'll see you next time. For the love crossing, I'm going to use this deck. This is very general. The Star, the King of Swords, and the Combat Zone. Sounds about right for right now. So the Star is beautiful Aquarius energy. It's with the King of Swords, but the Five of Wands is just too many spoons in the pot, and no matter how you two try, you can't be on the same page. There might be other people involved, or there could be some mix-ups about something here. But remember, you guys, love crossing is very general. I don't take sides. I go by how I feel. It could be reversed. Angel Temperance and the Knight of Love. Knight of Love is a beautiful knight. It's on its mission of its heart. Somebody's trying to find some type of balance here with something to do with what they want with their heart. I feel your person is at a place right now of realizing that maybe somebody here created more drama. Somebody tried to create drama. Maybe they can't see through the clouds right now of something. Love crossing for the sign of Geminis. Oh, they got a broken heart though, don't they? Love crossing for the sign of Gemini. Thank you. Strongest love. Ooh. Oh, they have remorse too. Strongest love crossing for the sign of Gemini. Anything else? I have the Empress. Beautiful card. And who's this? And someone who has a lot of, you guys, the Nine of Swords sideways with the Empress is somebody who is, this person keeps replaying something. And I always look at the Nine of Swords as almost like anxiety, guilt, something that just gnaws at them when they try to rest. Did they burn you in some way, or did you burn them? I don't know yet. Someone who's been at a distance, Three of Wands, Four of Swords, the Fool with Temperance, and very confused about love, period. Seven of Cups. Okay, I'm just going to say what I feel. And I just feel whoever you've been, because then it's the Three of Pentacles. I feel there's somebody here who you're dealing with that something they did, and this is very general. It could be reversed. Something they did from the past, they have a lot of remorse about. Or something that happened between the two of you from the past, they have a lot of remorse about. In their current energies right now is they're trying to muster up a lot of new energy with patience, Angel Temperance, Sagittarius, about trying to move something forward. Three of Wands with the Four of Swords, it could be somebody at a distance, or they felt like they've been at a distance, but the Four of Swords is telling me this person right now is reflecting a lot on something, trying to recharge their own energies. I feel somebody you've been dealing with has just been through the ringer with something emotionally. I just feel it. Because this is very confused energy, just wishy-washy. Five of Pentacles, I have the Magician, and then I have the Sun in reverse, and that is not good. So I would say that your person right now is starting to see something of a bigger light about something between the two of you. I feel like this person, whoever this may be, I'm just going to spill the beans here. I feel they handled something very poorly from the past, or they felt you did. I could be reversed, you guys. I just feel something weird here, because here comes the Seven of Swords in reverse. Regret, remorse about some type of bad behavior. I have the High Priestess in reverse. I have the Eight of Pentacles sideways, and then I have the Juggler, Two of Pentacles. Somebody's going back and forth about something here. They want to put more work into something with you, but at the same time, they're afraid that you won't. Somebody here wants an apology. Is it you? Somebody wants to put more work into something here with you, but they're afraid of something from the past that's going to repeat themselves, or something they did from the past can't be acknowledged because they're confused. They don't know how. Three of Swords in reverse, and I have the King of Love in reverse. So this person is holding on to a lot of hurt. The King of Love in reverse can be a very selfish energy with the heart. I feel whoever you've been dealing with is blocking their heart right now because they're very confused. But at the same time, they have a lot of regrets, a lot of remorse about something. They're thinking about putting more work into something here with you, but right now they're in an energy of they just don't know how. They have no optimism for their future. I mean, they might have some optimism for their future, but the Five of Pentacles is a place of just self-fulfilling prophecies and feeling completely alone. I feel whoever you've been dealing with is really going through the ringer about something right now. And I will tell you, when we get in that energy, this is when we start doing some inner work about maybe I need to learn to nurture a little bit better. They're really looking at something right now. It's like something keeps replaying in this person's life right now about maybe they didn't commit to you in the right way, or vice versa. Maybe they didn't show you enough love in some way. Somebody's replaying a lot. They're replaying it over and over and over again. And that's when we grow. So let's look at their intentions in the next few weeks, because you know what? That's when people start to come out of the woodwork, the last week to 2 weeks of retrograde. And you know, that's just how it works. Okay, so upside down. Six of Cups, I have the Emperor and the Ten of Swords underneath the deck. So the Ten of Swords is someone who wants to put the past behind. The Emperor is beautiful Aries energy, and the Six of Cups is this connection. Nostalgia. The shoe that fit. I feel like somebody here wants to heal something with you and set it off in a new direction. But we are in a retrograde. I do suggest going slow. Let's look at their intentions. Now remember, I just feel that somebody here knows that they have to do something in the right way. And they know however they behaved was not in the right way. And it replays all the time in this person's energy. Love crossing intentions. Next few weeks. Towards the sign of Gemini. Thank you. What would you like to show me? Strongest love. Crossing. Intentions. Anything else? No. Well, at least we got the King of Love sideways now. All right. King of Pentacles, Crossroads, and the Star. Somebody wants to try to heal something with you. High Priestess. And they want to put some work into something here. Very rigid person, though. They want to move something. I'm going to say something to you about whoever you're dealing with. You know, we're all on our own journey of our inner growth, but whoever this is really does a number on themselves. But they're at a fork in the road in the next few weeks about how to heal something with you, because I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and you do not like that. It's very selfish energy. I have the Devil, and then I have the King of Swords in reverse. Well, isn't that a nice situation? Now, I got a Queen and a King in reverse here, and the King of Swords could be your energy. This is what I feel. Somebody wants to try to heal something with you, but they don't want to get sucked down a drain of emotion again. I don't know what happened. Everybody's situation is different. But I'm going to tell you right now, whoever this is still loves you immensely. Eight of Swords. Beautiful Geminis, and someone who wants to close the gap. Three of Wands could be somebody who's felt like they're at a distance, but it's somebody who wants to reconnect this connection. I'm going to tell you, Gemini, you're right here, and it's with the Three of Wands. But the Eight of Swords is somebody who keeps circumventing a lot. They keep replaying the worst of a situation. Here we go. What do I got? Page of Wands. I have the Six of Cups. The King of Love is sideways, but the last card's a whopper. So at least it's not in reverse. You guys, somebody wants to try to ignite something with you. Now, what you do with it is up to you. I do not get involved. Everybody's situation is different, okay? We're all on our own journey of learning, growing, and evolving. When we're connected to somebody, they're our karmic tie. There's something there we both have to learn and grow. Some people move together and grow happily ever after. Some people grow apart to grow back together later. And some people just decide, I've had enough. I've learned my lessons. I'm moving forward. Because the last card is the World. So whoever you've been dealing with wants to try to close a cycle out to start something new. However, excuse me, I really don't like the King of Swords and Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and I have it with good old toxicity. And, you know, the Devil is sometimes we get lured into situations because we have an addiction of some sort or something that lures us in the, maybe we're not in our right mind because we've been drinking or hanging around toxic people. But I feel like whoever you've been dealing with just wants to come to a resolution about this connection between the two of you because it's been eating them up alive. I feel this person is getting ready to move themselves forward to talk to you. I think in the next few weeks they're at this place of should I or shouldn't I? I feel that they're in a place of a crossroads because they're very focused on their career and money. But at the same time, they're in a place right now of trying to understand something between the two of you, because I'm going to say they can't forget this connection. I've seen it twice. And the World is a beautiful card about a lot of spiritual growth and insight to try to close a cycle out, to start a new one with you. Now, what you do with that is up to you. I say during a retrograde, please go slow. It's like one step pause, see what happens. One step pause. Please don't just dive in. Because this person, you know, is very fickle with emotion. And, you know, right now in their energies, the King of Love in reverse and the King of Love sideways just kind of alarms me a little bit. I don't like the Queen of Pentacles and King of Swords in reverse. That's horrible energy. It's very self-absorbed, righteous, know-it-all. And then it's something that keeps luring them in the wrong direction. But I will say they just can't forget this connection. They just want to try to close a cycle out to start something new. Go slow, please. Thank you. That's all I'm going to say. Now, let's just see what happens the next few weeks. Focus your energies on you. Remember to plant all your seeds, Gemini, with your beautiful inner love and inner beauty, and watch how things start to grow. Watch how things start to harvest for your future. All right, we're going to leave it here. Have a blessed day today. Thank you for all your love, comments, and support, and I'll see you next time.